Hello everyone, welcome back to Cars and Technology. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the iPhone SE2, any speculations or rumors about this phone, and also any potential features as well. And just before we get started, this video, along with a couple others for future phones or phones that have already came out that we would like to see something different in, will be discussed in the comments of either this video or future videos down below. But other than that, let's go ahead and get started. Alrighty, and before we get started on talking about the iPhone SE2, we're going to go ahead and talk about the first generation SE. Now this one came out in 2016, it was based off 2013's iPhone 5S with the internals of the iPhone 6S, and what this phone bought was basically refreshed but yet a retro type of design, and it bought also a new color as well, which was rose gold. And just to show you that these are the internals of the iPhone 6S, which was put into the SE. With 2 GB of RAM and a 4-inch Retina display off of the 5S 640 by 1136, and also a 12 megapixel rear-facing camera with a 2.2 aperture, recording in 4K at 30 frames per second, and also a decent battery at 1624 megahertz. And also the selfie camera was pretty mediocre off the 5S and recorded that video at 720p. And those are just some of the dimensions of both phones down below right here. And other than that, his is a color that came from the 6S, which was put on the SE. And now let's talk about the iPhone SE2. Now this screenshot right here is supposedly what it's supposed to look like. I feel like it's going to look a bit different, looking more like the iPhone 8 as speculated, with the same screen as it as well, based on the fact that this phone is going to be a $399 budget iPhone, meaning it's probably going to reuse, similar to the SE, it's going to reuse the iPhone 8 screen along with the internals of the iPhone 11, bringing the A13 processor, and also along with some other features as well, which I'm going to discuss here in a minute. Looking at the colors of the iPhone SE2, it's going to have similar colors to the iPhone 8, which is product red, gold, silver, space gray, along with the potential colors of the iPhone 11, which is purple, yellow, white, and green, which are the other colors other than the ones listed before that. Now, we're not entirely sure what Apple's going to choose for this potential next color, but this based off of the SE Generation 1. It came with rose gold off the 6S, so it's supposedly going to have an additional color added onto those of the iPhone 8. Now looking at the specs of the iPhone SE2, we're looking at the same screen size as the iPhone 8, a 4.7-inch Retina display with a 1334 by 750, and also the rear-facing camera is going to be from the 11, 12 megapixel with wide-angle capability, and also video recording at 4K at 60 frames per second, and also the chipset in this phone is going to be the same as the 11 as well, with an A13 5nm chipset from this phone in 2019. So this phone's going to basically look like a 2017 phone with 2019 internals, and the front facing camera is going to be the same as the iPhone 8 with the 7 megapixel front facing camera at 1080p by 60 frames per second video capability, and also the battery is going to be a 3110 milliamp hour battery, which is going to last you pretty much all day on this phone from the iPhone 11. And down below here is just some specs between the 11 and the 8 on the right hand side, and the pixels per square inch and everything. So I'm going to go ahead and come to the conclusion of this video. Alrighty, and with that in mind, this phone's going to be a pretty good seller. Apple suspects that they're going to be selling about 20 million of these units at the beginning of 2020, and also that this phone is sitting at $399. It's going to be with versing of a couple other budget phones that are $400 or less, bringing Huawei P10, the HTC U11, and Motorola's Moto G and X series phones as well. Will the SE2 potentially be one of the best selling phones just like the iPhone 6, or would this phone simply flop just like the iPhone C and not sell as well as Apple thinks? Let me know down below. And also, are you guys going to be getting the SE2 when it releases in March of 2020? I sure am. I'm going to be doing a review on this phone a week after this phone release. Just give you guys my thoughts on the first week with this phone. But other than that, before you click off this video, if you guys like the content I'm bringing you with tech, or later on down the road, which is going to be cars and automotive and also miscellaneous tech and laptops, go ahead and click that subscribe button down below. I'll greatly appreciate it. Feel free to give a like as well, and also go ahead and comment, as mentioned before in this video, about any tech related stuff or any questions you want to ask me. And other than that, this has been another video, and we'll catch you around. CNT.
Yeah. Unknown Brain. Marvin Devine. I'm saying bye to all the lies and all the times you cried, saying that I wasn't right, yet I was right by your side. You manipulator, playing games, your friends commentators, and I don't know what you say about our private conversations, but it's got